What more can you tell us about Vince McMahon taking another shot at the Pro Football League?
I can tell you, Max, that when the XFL broke up, he did not want to do that. I know he did not, but he had NBC, who was a half partner. He had UPN, which was broadcasting the games, and UPN supposedly wanted to loop that in with WWE, and he was going to lose money out of the deal, so he sucked it up and said, on my way. But anyone who knows Vince McMahon, he did not want to fail at this. And I don't know if this is because the NFL has had some issues. I think there's definitely going to be a play on the national anthem. I will call it right now. Every player in whatever this league is going to be called is going to stand for the national anthem. Based on what I know of Vince McMahon, there's a lot of challenges, though. The main challenge of the XFL, as our great documentary pointed out, was people at the end of the day wanted real football. Can real football be had with a base of players who are not NFL players? Yes, players can slip through, but are they good enough to make a league? When is he going to announce the start of this league? Is he going to give time? There's so many questions that he's going to answer today at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Right, and a lot of people want more football, and that's part of what everyone wants on a 12-month calendar. Can he get that? Because you look at what the issues the NFL has to deal with, certainly with head trauma and other things. Can they get real football without stepping over some boundaries? That's something that WWE play will come into.
Right, and that's the question. And what does he want here? If he calls it the XFL again and he's filed for the trademarks and we know he's taken $100 million out of the WWE stock that he owns. I don't know if it's going to be $100 million actually to fund this league, but if he calls it the XFL, what is he going to take out? Are the cheerleaders going to be there? Is he going to be a character like Mr. McMahon, like he plays with the WWE? Right. What is he going to be? How are the logos? What are the cities going to? There's so many questions. I will tell you one thing that is definite right now. They're trending 4 and 6 on Twitter right now, Vince McMahon and the XFL. There's really no one in the last couple years who's been able to do what he's done. With the exception of maybe LeVar Ball, and I'm just talking about being able to open your mouth and say something, and people love it or hate it. He can create something with a blank slate that no one in the history of sports, maybe in the history of history, has done as successfully as him. And that's why, no matter how much you make fun of what went down 16 years ago, you have to give respect and you have to wait to see exactly the details of this announcement. My last thing here is, I wonder about the players. I think that the gravitation is going to be towards the Tebows and the Manziels, the names that will automatically be marketable. And I would say that I would be more excited if he gives everyone the chance, instead of saying, yeah, it's the backup QB in the NFL, journeyman, but he used to be the quarterback at Tennessee, and we have a team in Knoxville. I think that's going to be the whole marketing thing. He should try to get the best football possible, and I think he might have a chance if, in fact, that happens.
Right, lessons learned. I worked briefly at WWE in 07, very briefly, and I would underestimate Vince McMahon at your own peril. He's got a lot on his table right now. He's got WrestleMania to prepare for in the spring, and now the latest news here about a professional football league.